I, Sudakshana Trivedi, welcome you all to this international symposium on accelerating equity in science, the ultimate speaker challenge. This event is organized by Navyuk Kanya Mahavidyalaya, a program of global women breakfast organized under the umbrella of IUPAC and Association of Chemistry Teachers. We are highly delighted to organize this event as this is the continuous fifth time that we are hosting this event. Today's event is an international symposium in hybrid mode. Our offline session has been conducted in morning and this is the time for our online session. So I again welcome you all to this international symposium. And before proceeding further, we would pray Ma Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom, by a Saraswati Vandana.
I'm sorry, I just want to ask, it was audible or not?
Partially audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please continue.
IUPAC welcomes us. Okay. IUPAC welcomes us all by a short video message. Let's have a look.
Is there some connectivity issue? I'm not really able to hear.
Ma'am, we are checking. I think there's some network issue. I just check.
Welcome everyone to IUPAC Global Women's Breakfast, GWB 2025, where we are accelerating equity in science. You are part of a network of more than 30,000 people overcoming barriers to gender equality in science, technology, engineering, and maths. Your efforts also support the UN Sustainable Development Goals, gender equality, and reduced inequalities. If this is the first time joining the GWB, you may be wondering how this all got started. The GWB founder, Professor Mary Garson, asked, how can we celebrate Marie Curie on the centenary of her Nobel Prize in Chemistry, the IYC, and connect groups in support of women scientists? Her idea was simply breakfast. Having breakfast together is a great way to network. To take networking one step further, she encouraged groups to interact with each other and create a handshake that traveled around the world.
My idea was quite simple. Women know how and when to network. They go out to breakfast. To take networking one step further, I encouraged groups to interact with each other using social media, and in this way, we created a handshake that traveled around the globe.
The first global breakfast was an amazing success, with roughly 5,000 participants at 100 events in 40 countries, a community of organizations in support of women in chemistry. In 2019, the Global Breakfast returned as part of the centenary of the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry and the International Year of the Periodic Table, with over 10,000 participants at 200 events in 50 countries. The Global Breakfast is now an event that happens on a single day each year. The first events begin in New Zealand, progressing around the globe, ending in Hawaii. The influence of the GWB has grown over the years with an increasing number of events and participating countries. In 2025, the GWB will have hosted more than 2,000 total events in 100 countries. And the GWB is an official event of the International Year of Quantum Science and Technology. Advances in quantum technology will be crucial to achieving many of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. This year, we have challenged you to create inspiring videos in support of GWB and IYQ and post them on your favorite social media platforms. Check the details on the website. Don't worry, you can still submit your videos through March 31st for another round of awards. Here are the videos selected for today's welcome.
Science and technology have the power to change the world, but only when everyone gets a seat at the table.
We hope that you are inspired to make a difference where you are today. What are some things that you can do? Take time today to celebrate successes and achievements. Inspire the next generation to pursue careers in science. Support efforts to close the gender gap in science. Most importantly, reach out and make a connection with other GWB groups to see how you can accelerate progress together. A great way to connect with other groups later this year is to attend the IUPAC World Chemistry Congress happening in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia this July. Find out more at IUPAC2025.org. We thank everyone for hosting a breakfast event, American Chemical Society, De Gruyter, and Royal Australian Chemical Institute. Please plan to join us again next year for GWB 2026, happening February 10th. Have fun today and enjoy your breakfast.
Now, We shall start our session by requesting Professor Manjula Upadhyay ma'am, principal from Navyuk Kanya Mahavidyalay, for her presidential address.
Good afternoon, everybody, and most welcome from Navyuk Kanya Mahavidyalay team. I congratulate all the participants and best wishes to them to present themselves. And I also welcome our guests from different parts of the country and from outside India also, and our session chair and co-chairs also. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and visionary leaders, it is an honor to stand before you today as we embark on a new journey, one that seeks to shape the future of scientific discovery through the lens of equity. Science has long been the driving force behind human progress, pushing the boundaries of knowledge and innovation. Yet, despite its vast potential, we must acknowledge a persistent challenge: the lack of equitable access, representation, and opportunity within the scientific community. Because we know that there are some discrimination regarding race, caste, creed, culture, and gender also. So we have to remove those indifferences, and we should strive and work together for accelerating equity in all fields, and especially for today's program we have taken the topic as accelerating equity in science. Equity in science is not just a moral imperative, it is a necessity for progress, because when all the citizens of any country will work together uh, to make Viksit Bharat, that is to make India a developed nation or move towards achieving the goals of a developed nation, we all should work together. That is, there should be inclusivity in our efforts and in our opportunities. When diverse voices are included, when opportunities are accessible to all, and when barriers to participation are dismantled, the scientific enterprise flourishes. Innovation thrives when it is informed by varied perspectives, and breakthroughs emerge when the best minds, regardless of gender, race, socioeconomic status, or geography, are empowered to contribute, because India has variety of climates and geographic conditions in different parts of the country, and some regions are more developed than the other regions. But when we are talking about accelerating equity in science, we have to see that there is equity regardless of geographical or regional disparities. Today, we reaffirm our commitment to accelerating equity in science. This commitment is not a passive promise, but a call to action. And while we are saying that it is not just a promise, but it calls for an action, we are working towards achieving this action, because we, as an big, most I may say that female, with regard to female students, we are a big college, and we have almost 2,000 girls, female candidates studying in our college, and more than, I think, 70 teachers teaching in our college. For so we have taken this step forward to call for to organize this student seminar for accelerating equity in science. Our collective responsibility is to break down systemic barriers, challenge biases, and cultivate an environment where every aspiring scientist has the tools to succeed. Uh, we inspire our students to take up the schemes of the avail whatever benefits they can gain as a beneficiary of the schemes of the government, especially for science students, like Inspire scheme, which is for innovation, for which we provide opportunities. And for these symposiums, the students are provided opportunities to exhibit their talents, and also to raise their voices on global platform. This is a huge opportunity for them. We must inspire the next generation, ensuring that no child's curiosity is stifled by circumstances. We must uplift voices that have been historically marginalized and empower them to lead the discoveries of tomorrow. As we stand at this pivotal moment, let us commit to measurable change. Let us collaborate across institutions, industries, and nations to create a scientific landscape that is reflective of the world we live in. Let us challenge outdated norms and replace them with structures that prioritize fairness and inclusion. Because we have mindset that girls can not perform in science, but our girls are showing that they can perform in science. A student from Navyu Kanya Intermediate College was a team leader in while launching Chandrayaan. As we all know, we are proud of that moment. The road ahead will require bold leadership, unwavering dedication, and a shared vision. But together, we can build a future where science is not only a tool for innovation, but also a beacon of equity. Let this moment mark the beginning of an era where excellence in science is truly defined by inclusivity. Because in economics, we know that 11th from on 11th plan onwards, we are talking about inclusivity. That Samaveshi Vikas in Hindi we say that India has developed and is a fast developing economy, but it needs for more progressive growth and a faster growth. We need that all the citizens of India are involved in that movement of Vision 2047, and that cannot be achieved any from half-hearted approach or from few sections of the society. All sections of the society should represent all the, and we as a I am as a principal leader of the institution, teachers as your guide or mentors, and you as students, as youth, because India is the most youthful population. Almost 65% of our population is youth. We are having demographic dividend, so we should use that opportunity to become Viksit Bharat and achieve that goal by 2047. That is the goal set by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, and we all are collectively moving towards his whatever goals he has set, and in whichever area we are working. Here today we are talking about the opportunities that science provides and how that opportunities can be tapped by equitable distribution to all sections of the society, and all the students who whatever socio-economic background they belong, they should receive equal opportunities. I congratulate Department of Chemistry for organizing this Global Women Breakfast under IUPAC. Okay, thank you. And
Thank you so
welcome.
much, ma'am, for your inspiring and motivational words. Now, I would like to invite convener of this symposium, Dr. Neha Agrawal, ma'am, to please brief us about the symposium.
Thank you, Sudakshana. Namaskar, a very good afternoon to all of you. It's a great honor for me to stand here before you all as the convener of this international symposium. That is IUPAC Global Women Breakfast, which is being organized under the aegis of IUPAC and Association of Chemistry Teachers, India. First of all, I would like to congratulate and I would like to welcome our chief guest, Dr. E.M. Kiari sir, and the session chair, Dr. Manisha Shukla ma'am from University of Lucknow, for giving their consent to be the chief guest and the session chair of the seminar in spite of the extremely busy schedule. I welcome you on behalf of Navyu Kanya Mahavidyalaya. And today's program is basically a student seminar which is being organized in 2 sessions. And recently we had just concluded the first session, which was an offline mode, where we had participation from many colleges of Lucknow. And now we are conducting our online session where we have participation from not only from India, but from many other countries as well. And many institutions of national level as well. For example, NLU Hyderabad as well. So I just would like to throw a light on the particular theme of IUPAC Global Women Breakfast 2025, because we have been celebrating this event as the organizers since 2021. And this is the continuous 5th year when we are going to celebrate this event. This is basically not about having a meal together. This is just building collaborations, developing our network, giving platform to our students, and building research collaborations. That is basically the need of time in the scientific society. So we must not confine our discussion to only to limit, that should not be only limited to the accelerating equity in science. That I think this area is open for all the branches of that is all like science, arts, commerce, and all the branches, whatever they have. So this time they have accelerating equity in science. So we should understand the difference. What is equality and what is equity? So we as educators, we as academicians, we should understand the equality. Equality is all about treating everyone equal, and equity is understanding their basic needs, their basic differences, and then giving opportunities. So I think we can start it right from the classroom, because we as an academician understand that because we have students from different backgrounds. There are many students which are from underrepresented sections of the society. They are having the potential, but they are not able to explore it because they are not getting those opportunities. They're not getting platform. So I think in real sense, we will be able to achieve the basic aim behind the IUPAC Global Women Breakfast, which is the main motive of Professor Mary Garson and Ms. Laura McConnell, who are the main organizers from IUPAC. The motive behind how to increase the participation of women, and especially those women and girls who are from underrepresented sections, who are not from a very privileged class, and from those who are not getting that much exposure. So we should come forward for the hand holding of these kind of segments, so that we all can understand, we can, celebrate the unity in diversity, and we can create a society and a future where we can reflect our unity in diversity, keeping in mind the individual differences of the children, especially girls, and we can bring their potential up to the maximum level. So with these words, I would like to again welcome our chief guest, Dr. Kiari sir and Manisha ma'am. Thank you so much. I hope this is going to be a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Chief guest of this session is Dr. E.M. Kiari. Dr. Kiari is a working lecturer at University of Embu, Kenya, and his prime research areas cover material science, computational chemistry, nanotechnology, and development of clean energy sources. I would request Professor Kiari to please say a few words.
Good morning. Good morning, people in Africa. In Asia, I'm sure it's in the afternoon. We appreciate this great time that we have had and this opportunity to be with you in these presentations. Actually, as part of Africa, we are very grateful for the opportunity that you have accorded to us, and we feel greatly honored that you have made us have a chance to show that, or to showcase what we are able or capable to do from our point of view. It is with great pleasure that I would like to introduce a group of people from Africa who are doing well, and they are doing quite great jobs in various lengths in the study to improve the livelihood of Africans, as well as improve the livelihood of other peoples throughout the world. So with the invitation, I'm grateful to acknowledge that we are ready and we have been doing well in the line of improving the science and encouraging that the students should be in a position to be able to perform well at various lengths at every position. We really appreciate the offer that we as the young scientists can be in a position to grow and exchange the information that which we have learned and others which we are still learning in the progress, to ensure that we get finally equity in science. The ultimate speaker challenge is going to be an opportunity for each one of us to showcase our ability to portray that which we have learned and enable us to live in a better life, whereby we are able to improve the livelihood of each and every one. It is with my great pleasure that I would like to introduce myself to the panel. That my name is Dr. Ephraim Mreithi. I'm from Africa. in Kenya, particularly the country, and I'm basically based in University of Embu, which is a greatly growing university. My CV is shortly described that I completed my university postgraduate studies where I did my postdoc in the University of Johannesburg in South Africa. I've been actively involved with various types of theoretical calculations and predictions, which have resulted in a quite wonderful arts which are readily available, and I'll take you through some of them. Also, it's quite a great honor to have an opportunity also to showcase what we as the young scientists can be able to perform and improve the way of our living. Remember, we have some people in the improved nation, others are still in the improving, and others are still in the underdeveloped world. So I completed my PhD in University of Johannesburg in April 2022. And then previously in the same university, I was able to do my master's, where I actually was working on a computational study of various compounds. I did my undergraduate in Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. So University of Embu is located in the center of Kenya, which is in Mount Kenya region, whereby we proud being in a cool area where we can be able to read and study various aspects of science. We are in a position to meet different people from different countries. The university also plouds in good infrastructures which have been developed, and therefore is a good, conducive place for us to study and particularly do our research. In the university, we encourage science. You can see we have also organized a context for the mathematics context, which should take place later on in the year. And we have been encouraging that, so bringing together students from the high school so that they can be able to learn and get a role model being derived at. So this conference or meeting, we met to discuss accelerating equity in science. My research interest focuses on material science and the connections of quantum information, the AI, the quantum computation, nanotechnology for the development of clean energy, also degradation of pollutants, projects which are all over. We find that currently, due to the increment in the population, we have a tendency of having too much waste to be disposed. And therefore, we are getting a lot of waste that which can be harnessed and therefore used to improve our livelihood other than pollute the environment. So in our research, we have been doing much attention to ensuring that we got clean energy. We have also are able to degrade the pollutants which are present. So we're able to do computational studies whereby we can predict some of the results and also give an explanation of why some things are occurring the way they are after they have been done some experimental aspects. So we focus mainly on the connection between the information technology, which we have, the computers, and then we get to introduce the aspect of nanotechnology, which is a very, very developed section of, or developed level of determination of the pollutants which we have and the way we can destroy them in the progress. Some of our featured research are not limited to number one, application of books. We have been able to publish books, those which are going to be helpful to the young and upcoming researchers to ensure that they are in a ability to perform some of the most essential techniques that which can be able to determine the vitamins which we have. Because currently we are experiencing individuals having a problem of too much heavy metals which are going to be in the food systems from the wash areas where the rainwater is going to wash away and grow those products. And we find that we need to get vitamins which are also essential for our body. So we have done some molecular modeling of vitamin B12 and its analogs, and we have published this book, which is going to be a university level book, whereby you can read on the use of the density functional theory, which is going to be used in determining some of the understandings of the photonic properties of these vitamin B12. We have been actually involved also in determining the interfacial properties of materials which we have synthesized, and therefore we are able to see the promotion effect and the cooperation of the induced electrocatalysis towards the ethylene glycol, which we very well know that the ethylene glycol is going to be a major toxic material currently being experienced. So we did this both experimentally and we had a DFT explanation of that. We were able to publish our work in the electrochemical journal, which is in the chemistry Europe. In the Taylor and Francis, we have been able to publish some data again relating to the microwave hard synthesis of the quinoline also and supported on the carbon as nanotubes, which are also combining with other materials. So we have been able to do this in collaboration with some of the lecturers from the University of Durban in South Africa, whereby they have been able to do that through the chemistry department of that institution. So we have published that article in the Polycyclic Aromatic Compounds Journal. So again, in the scientific reports, we have done electrocatalytic amplified sensors for determination of the N-acetylcysteine in the presence of the theophylline confirmed by the experiment, and also we also had predicted earlier on and discussed about the probability of finding its application in theoretical studies. So we have done a density functional theory of an interfacial material which has been made out of the cadmium sulfate and titanium sulfur compound, and we have been able to see that you can form a material which can be able to have ability to transform heat energy into electrical energy and be used further for other applications. We have discussed the role of magnetite and graphene oxides in the nanocomposites as a highly efficient adsorbent for removal of some pollutants which are present also in water through experimental and also theoretical investigation. We have done a theoretical study on the two-dimensional aluminum nitride, and this case we are using a clay thread material for understanding how the material composition is being discussed. So we have published this in a journal which is in the Springer series. So we have still published other articles in the Journal of Molecular Graphics for modeling, whereby we have looked at some of the transition elements which have been actively involved in making these materials, which are also essential for converting the heat energy into electrical energy for the purpose of storage or consumption. So further, we have discussed about the first principle studies of Hasaula, also which is going to be an intermetallic compound with its other composite materials, and we have been able to publish similar data. So with the reference to various research articles which we have performed, there are more than 30 articles plus so many book chapters which are easily available from the reference which we have granted and to you. So it is with pleasure that I thank you for listening to me, and also I welcome you to this wonderful session for the Ultimate Speaker Challenge, whereby we are going to meet and challenge each other. Let everybody give his best, because I'm very sure that we are all capable of performing better than people perceive us. And with that, we are going to showcase the different talents which we have and ensure that both women and men are capable of improving the livelihood where we are in today, to ensure that we leave the world in a better situation than we have met it. May we have a blessed afternoon and ensure that we perform to the best of our ability. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to have a keynote speech.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this insightful presentation. Now it's time to interact with jury of this session and session chair of this session, Professor Manisha Shukla ma'am from Department of Chemistry, University of Lucknow. Professor Manisha Shukla ma'am has a specialization in carbohydrate related chemistry sections, and she's an AICTE designated potential person for human values related activities at national level. I request Professor Manisha Shukla ma'am to please say a few words to encourage our participants in oral session.
Thank you. Thank you, Sudakshina. And of course, a wonderful afternoon to all, though this time is over the breakfast. Yet, I think we are going to have a brunch together. So a brunch related to feasting our heart and soul with the content of science and keeping in mind the women in science and their activities across the nation, across the scientific community universally and globally. So with this, with my gratitude to all the organizers of this huge, wonderful gala event, which they've been organizing since 2021, as I just learned from what the convener of the event was, Dr. Neha, had just put forward. And with so many young women, young ladies coming up, opinion, a very, very important aspect of living, and that is equality versus equity. So when we talk of equality, let everybody be treated the same. And when I talk of equity, it means as I deserve, as I require, as my need may be, let the entire existence, let the entire support system provide me accordingly. So at times it happens, I may be the one who needs a little more hand-holding than the other across in my community, in my university, or maybe in my system, or in any system for that matter. So, there it comes that if I provide an extra hand to the one who is a step behind me, so that will not just motivate the person, but also bring that person to the level of the rest of the community or rest of the people. So here in science, if we talk of we being a part of the university community or the teaching fraternity or the facilitator for the younger generation, hold a lot of responsibility, not just to bring up all and sundry, but to bring up mainly the women all across the globe need an extra hand to be held, because they have to hold the responsibility of the family as well as they have to hold their own academic pursuits in all. So therefore, with this, the platform which is being provided today to me seems to be a very, very genuine and humble platform where all can be brought to a level where we all contribute equally to the scientific community and do a hand-holding for the ones who require it the most. And that is the younger generation, the young women, the young girls who are pursuing their career into science, who are trying to make the scientific world a more women-friendly world, a world which is as good to them as a kitchen in their house. Similarly, a laboratory in their university, a laboratory in their college, each one of the women across need a little more push, a little more and a little more empathy from the entire existence. So with this, I like to listen to young girls, young students, and the scientists all across, the women scientists all across, putting forward their views on what they perceive equity in the scientific community to be, and how their opinion and their view with respect to this particular aspect are going to be. So all the very best to all of you for coming up and placing your views across on this particular platform. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to judge this particular event, this particular platform. and all the very best to all who are present today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks a lot for your inspiring words. Now it's time to begin our online session. All the participants, please note that you will be provided 2 minutes to speak on your respective topics. And while presenting, you have to make your video on, you have to put your camera on. So now we'll be starting our online presentation sessions. I hope everyone is ready. All the best to everyone. So our first speaker is Professor Manas Das Gupta, and his topic of presentation is Equity in Science Education. Professor Manas Das Gupta. I hope if he has joined. Meanwhile, we shall proceed to next. If he joins, we will ask him to speak later. Our second speaker is Dipanshu Dhima.
Let me just put forward view that there is a marking sheet which has been provided to the jury. So please, you may mention the number at which the particular person appears, so that I'm able to locate it in the very first row. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm calling them according to the sequence of the list that is being shared with you.
Okay.
And the same sheet also, I guess Professor Manas Das Gupta might be the first one.
Okay, nice. So if Professor Manas Das Gupta is not present, then allow me to mark him absent.
Yes, ma'am. Or we may wait for some time if he comes in between, if he joins later.
Okay. So if he comes in between, then I'll request you to please announce the serial as well. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So Dipanshu Dhiman, if Dipanshu Dhiman is here, please unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so his topic of presentation is the role of science education in promoting equity from a young age. Mr. Dipanshu Dhiman.
Good morning, everyone. Before we begin, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why the sky is blue or how the birds fly? If yes, then you already think like a scientist. Science isn't just about formulas, it's about curiosity, asking questions, and exploring the world around us. Now, the second thing is, what is curiosity? Think about great scientists like Newton or Einstein. Their discoveries started with simple questions. But curiosity alone isn't enough. It needs encouragement. Schools and teachers play a great role in making science fun and interactive. When students ask why and how, they become problem solvers and not just learners. Now, what is equity in this science education? Here's the challenge. Not every student gets the same resources to explore science. Some schools have advanced labs, while others lack even basic equipment. That's why equity in education matters. Every child, no matter where they are, should have access to the quality science education through better funding and mentorship and digital tools. Now, there is a role of mentors and the measuring effect. Mentors also play a huge role in inspiring the students. When young minds see people from different backgrounds in science, they feel motivated to dream big and to ensure our efforts are working. We need to measure the impact. Are students more engaged? Are they performing better? Tracking their things help us improve this science education for all. Finally, I will conclude like in the end, this science should not be privileged. It should be for everyone. By nurturing curiosity, ensuring fairness, and making learning exciting, we can build a future where every student has a chance to explore, innovate, and contribute. Thank you for everyone.
Thank you so much, Dipanshu. Our next speaker is Shivani Gupta. Shivani Gupta, if you have joined us, please unmute yourself. Miss Shivani Gupta. Okay, we shall proceed to our next participant, Swati Prajapati. Miss Swati Prajapati, if you have joined us, please unmute yourself. Next, Karthavarya Hemagiri. Karthavarya Hemagiri. Dr. Sudesh Kumar. Anshul Yadav. Anshul Yadav.
Yes,
I guess she was right here. Anshul Yadav.
yes.
Her topic of presentation is Open Access Publishing and Reducing Financial Barriers to Research. Ma'am, her serial number is 7. Seventh participant, Anshul Yadav. Please continue.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Anshul Yadav, currently pursuing my PhD under the supervision of Dr. Kavita Punya from Banasthali Vidyapeeth. It's an honor to be here today under the theme Accelerating Equity in Science, discussing a critical issue, open access publishing and reducing financial barriers to research. To begin with, science is meant to serve humanity, yet much of it remains locked behind expensive paywalls. Researchers, particularly those from developing nations, underfunded institutions, and marginalized communities, often struggle to access the very knowledge they need to contribute to scientific progress. So, how can we achieve equity in science if access to knowledge depends on wealth? Open access publishing offers a solution. By making research freely available to everyone, we break down these barriers and allow scientists, students, and innovators, regardless of their financial status, to learn, collaborate, and build upon existing knowledge. Initiative plans
Anshul,
like Plan S.
Anshul, you have to on your camera. You cannot
Sure,
off your camera while speaking.
sure. Open access publishing offers a solution by making research freely available to everyone. We break down these barriers and allow scientists, students, and innovators, regardless of their financial status, to learn, collaborate, and build upon existing knowledge. Initiatives like Plan S, DOAJ, and institutional repositories are driving this change, but more needs to be done. However, while open access removes reading barriers and publishing costs, can still be a burden, especially for researchers without funding support. To truly ensure equity, we must encourage free waivers and subsidies for authors from low income countries, support non profit and institutional open access platforms over high cost commercial models, advocate for policies that mandate open access publicly funded research. And to conclude, science should not be a privilege, it should be a right. And by embarrassing open access publishing, we empower scientists, every student, and every innovator, ensuring that knowledge flows freely for all benefit. Together, let's accelerate equity in science. Thank you.
Thank you, Anshul. Our next participant is Ayushi Verma. Miss Ayushi Verma, if you are here, please unmute yourself. Okay. So next participant is me, Sudakshana Trivedi. So I shall be speaking on topic Science for All, Breaking Down Barriers. So ma'am, I'm participant number 6, participant number 9, Sudakshana Trivedi. So as Rabindranath Tagore sir has said that without diversity, the world would be a picture without colors. So what we need to picture our color our pictures, diversity, and diversity somehow relates with equity. That we want all the colors: color of male, female, color of black and white, color of Asian and African, color of affluent and poor. बहुत पास्ट से हम देखते आए हैं कि साइंस हो या कोई भी सोसाइटी की कोई भी फील्ड हो, वहां पर बहुत सारे बैरियर्स रहे हैं, जेंडर को लेकर, कास्ट को लेकर, क्रीड को लेकर और इकोनॉमी को लेकर. क्या कर सकते हैं हम इस फील्ड में, इस डायरेक्शन में? तो प्राइमरी स्टेप हम ले सकते हैं एक्सेप्टेंस. वी नीड टू एक्सेप्ट दैट यस वी आर हैविंग दीज बैरियर्स, वी आर हैविंग दीज ड्रॉबैक्स, और उसके बाद हमें उठाने होंगे कुछ इंक्लूसिव स्टेप्स. क्योंकि इक्विटी एक ऐसा इशू है जो सिर्फ एक मॉरल प्रॉब्लम नहीं बल्कि एक साइंटिफिक इंपरेटिव भी होना चाहिए. हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि सोसाइटी का जो भी क्लास हमें लगता है कि साइंस से आज भी कहीं पीछे छूट गया है, जैसे हमने बहुत काम कर लिया वुमेन के ऊपर, हमारी वुमेन आज की डेट में साइंस में बहुत आगे आ चुकी हैं. अब जरूरत है कि हम एक पुअर सेक्शन को उठाकर साइंस के उस टेबल पर लाकर बिठाएं, उस टेबल पर उनकी सीट लगाएं जहां पर साइंस एक मेजर सेक्शन को ऑलरेडी अपनी सीट्स शेयर कर रही है. तो डाइवर्स पर्सपेक्टिव का होना कुछ इसलिए भी जरूरी है क्योंकि ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल पूरी तरह तभी अनलॉक हो सकता है जब उसमें हम डाइवर्सिटी इंक्लूड करेंगे. Thank you so much. Our next participant is Dr. Priyanka Tyagi. Dr. Priyanka Tyagi, if you are here, please unmute yourself. Astha Kamboj, Nabila Parvez.
Astha Kamboj.
Astha Kamboj. Okay. So Astha Kamboj, please on your mic, and she will be presenting on supporting scientists from developing countries.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Astha Kamboj. I am a research scholar at Banasili Vidyapith. Today, it's a great privilege for me to talk about a topic that is crucial to the future of global scientific progress, supporting scientists from developing nations. Science knows no borders. Every discovery, every innovation, and every breakthrough benefit all of humanity. While talent is distributed across the world, opportunities and resources are not. Many brilliant scientists in developing nations struggle due to limited funding, lack of access to advanced laboratory, and restricted participation in global research networks. Today, I want to highlight the challenges faced by these researchers and why their contributions are vital and how we can create a more inclusive and equitable scientific community. Scientists from developing countries often face multiple barriers that hinder their progress, like limited research funding, lack of access to scientific literature, insufficient laboratory facilities, limited opportunities for international collaborations, and recognition and representation. Despite making significant contribution, scientists from developing nations often struggle to get their work published in high-impact journal or recognized on global platforms. Supporting researchers from developing countries is not just an ethical responsibility, it's a necessity for global scientific advancement. Here's why: diverse perspective leads to better science. Different regions face different challenges. Scientists from developing nations bring unique insight into issues like infectious disease, climate change, and agriculture sustainability, which benefit the world. Strengthen the global research community. Science is a collaborative. When all nations contribute, we accelerate discoveries, create more effective policies, and improve technologies and innovation. So, what can we do to support scientists in developing nations? We can increase research funding and grants. Government universities and private institutions should allocate more resources to support scientists in low-income countries. Expand open access publishing, making scientific literature freely available, ensure that all researchers, regardless of financial background, can access the latest studies and contribute to global knowledge. Reduce barrier to international conferences. Organized should offer travel grants, virtual participation often, and fee waiver to ensure the researcher from all backgrounds can attend and present their work. To be conclude, science belongs to everyone. It thrives on collaboration, inclusively, and diversity. If we truly want to advance human knowledge, we must ensure that all scientists, regardless of where they come from, have the opportunity to contribute. Supporting researchers from developing nations is not charity, it's an investment in a better, more innovative, and more equitable future for all of us. Let us work together to break down barriers, create opportunities, and make scientific research truly global and accessible. Because when we empower all scientists, we empower all of humanity. Thank you.
Thank you, Astha. Very well said. So our next participant is Nabila Parvez. Nabila Parvez. Sneha Kumari. Sumit Shukla. Sumit Shukla, sir. Please share your switch on your camera so that we can see you and have your presentation. His presentation is on the topic science should be accessible for all.
Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is science should be accessible for all. So I would like to begin my topic by sharing a quote by the Louis Pasteur. So he has said, and I quote, that science knows no country because knowledge belongs to humanity and it is the torch which illuminates the world. So I would like to support by saying that science as a pursuit of knowledge and understanding should be accessible to everyone, regardless of their background or socio-economic status, as it is crucial for informed decision making, societal progress, and fostering a scientifically literate citizenry. This can be achieved through initiatives promoting open access to research, effective science communication, inclusive education practices, and addressing barriers related to language, disability, and geographical location. So the arguments which support that science should be accessible for all is number one. When people have access to scientific information, they can make informed decisions about their health, environment, and other important aspects of their life. Number two, barriers to science education disproportionately affect marginalized communities, creating inequalities in access to advancements that can improve quality of life. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate my point that science, regardless of socioeconomic status and background, should be accessible to each and everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Our next participant is Dambeed Steve. Dambeed Steve.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir, you're audible to us.
Yes, I'm audible. So my topic is the inclusive research. So the role of diversity in scientific innovation. I'll say that research is one of the lenses that help solve most of the challenges in the world, but complex and global research challenges increasingly require the formation of the inclusive research teams so that they can bring together people with diverse skills so that can work together to come up with the solutions to those challenges. And these diverse teams are formed in form of the research working groups and also the different researchers from different institutions, so they can work together for a few time or for a long time so that to come up with solution. So the essence of the team is mostly to form in the policy development, to come up with the new knowledge and understanding, and also to create an e-infrastructure platform so that people can get advanced in the research. And I'll say that the benefit of this forming research inclusive team is to foster diversity and also to come up with the new ideas beyond the borders. It also increases the connectivity and also creativity and originality in the outcomes because you have different teams working together. So there's originality and also creativity. And also there is an impact on the group. So there's more advancement in the technology in each group as they work together. Then I'll say for the guidelines for forming up the team is first, so that we can have inclusivity, is first to ensure there is gender balance in the team. There is more women, there is more people with disability so that they can engage in the research. There is encourage publication and conferences so that more people can more advance in the research and help in forming up a support work and also guidance in the support and manage each people as they working together. So in conclusion, I say that the global challenges increasingly requires the formation of the teams, and these teams helps to come together from different disciplinary organizations and with the national divides. So research has a complex, it's so complex, so individual scientists cannot achieve meaningful results. So collaboration helps you to come up with the meaningful results. Thank you. That's my conclusion.
Thank you so much. Our next participant is Eliud. Okay. So next is Prasala Nirja.
Hello,
Eliud is here. Okay. So his topic of presentation is breaking barriers, ensuring equal access to scientific education and opportunities. Please present.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good afternoon, all. As my topic suggests, it is breaking barriers. Indeed, we need to break barriers to ensure that we have equal access to scientific education and equal opportunities. And I'll start by saying that science has always been an engine of our progress, we as human beings. And it has assisted or helped us to even discover drugs that will cure the diseases that comes on our way. For example, let's imagine the COVID-19 that came to all the continents, and with research, we were able to get the drugs, and that's good about research. But you can imagine now if the next brilliant scientist who will solve our biggest problem never get a chance to do something just because of their gender, socioeconomic background, or even where someone he or she is coming from or is born. So, and that's why it's so important to have or do faster on the equity in science. For centuries, those who had access to education and resources had great minds. They have shaped science. For example, Marie Curie had to fight to be heard, although she was a woman. Again, Michael Faraday, born from a poor family, had to even fight to acquire education. And even today, many young people in the developing world lack the resources to become scientists. But then we can do something about it. Governments or even countries, let's say, for example, Kenya, they are investing in STEM education. They are even having scholarships for even the vulnerable or even the girl child. So they are empowering the ladies, and the programs like mentorships to empower the next generation of scientists. But far more must be done for us. If we want science to benefit everyone, then we must ensure that everyone has a seat at the table. It starts with every single one of us overcoming biases, fighting for inclusivity, and opening doors where it had never existed. So because the future of innovation is not where one comes from, but the potential that is within them. Let's remove this obstacle together, all of us, because science is not for elites, it's for humanity. That's what I believe. And I challenge each one of us, we as educators, policymakers who might be in, researchers, and even students, to act on this. Let us support equal access to science, inspire young minds, and clear away the adults still in front of us, because the future of innovation has nothing to do with where one is from, but everything to do with that potential one carries inside. So, as my topic said earlier, let us break these barriers together. For science is not for the elite, it's for humanity. So thank you so much. Let's continue all hands together to ensure that we break these barriers, to ensure that we have equity and equal opportunities. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Our next participant is Pasala Nirja. Next is Dr. Jaya Pandey. Dr. Jaya Pandey, please unmute yourself. Dr. Jaya Pandey, she's with us, but Dr. Jaya Pandey, if you can listen me, please unmute yourself and start your presentation. Okay, our next participant is Pedapalem Padma.
Yeah,
Next is, okay. So we have contestant number 19, Pedapalem Padma with us, and her topic of presentation is Impact of Science in Indigenous Communities. Please start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Padma. I'm currently pursuing MSc Organic Chemistry in Government Degree and PG College in Andhra Pradesh. Today, my topic is Impact of Science on Indigenous Communities. First, indigenous communities means a group of people who identified as the original inhabitants of a region and have a historical connection to the land. Example, Native Americans in USA and tribal communities in India. It is important for preservation of cultural heritage, sustainable development, and addressing inequalities. There are some positive impacts of science on sustainable agriculture for better yielding. Renewable energies like solar in remote areas, the way forwarding or collaborating research policy recommendations, call to actions. The impact of science on indigenous communities is complex, often leading in both positive and negative consequences with the potential for significant disruptions to traditional knowledge and practice. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Padma. Our next participant is Arunagiri Samira. Arunagiri Samira. Okay, so her topic of presentation is Importance of Mentorship for Underrepresented Groups in Science.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samira from Government Degree College, Puttur. My topic is the importance of mentorship on underrepresented groups in science. Let's talk about what are underrepresented groups. Women and ethical and sorry, thank you, ma'am.
If you need, you may represent if you are feeling. Okay, so we shall move to our next participant, Bhanupriya. Pali Cherla, Pooljitha, Anmol Shukla.
Ma'am.
Okay, so she's with her and her topic of presentation is Overcoming Obstacles, Women in STEM Careers. You are not visible to us actually. Please turn your camera towards your face. Ms. Pujita, please start your presentation.
Good afternoon to ma'am. My name is Pujita.
Switch on your camera.
Camera problem, ma'am.
Okay, let's start.
My topic is overcoming obstacles, women in STEM careers, external obstacles, gender biased and stereotypes. Be aware of unconscious biases and actively seek out diverse perspectives. Lack of mentorship and networking. Seek out mentors. Join women focused professional groups and attend industry event. Work-life balance. Professionalize self-care, set realistic goals and communicate your needs to your employer and loved ones. Sexism and harassment. Report incidents, support others who have experienced harassment and advocate for inclusive workplace policies. And external obstacles, imposter syndrome. Recognize your accomplishment, focus on your strength and remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. Strategies for success, build a support network, connect with other women in your industry, join professional organizations and participate in online forums. Develop a growth mindset, view challenges and opportunities for growth and focus on your learning and improvement. Thank you for giving this opportunity, ma'am.
Thank you. Our next participant is Anmol Shukla. Shashwat Yadav. Ritu Jaiswal. Sanvi Yadav. Nand Kishore. Shrishti Tripathi. Ishita Srivastav. Himanshu Chaturvedi. Sumit Soni. Shri. Himanshu Bisht. Kushal Singh Kushwaha. Samriddhi Jaiswal. Swapnil Gulati. Utkarsh Kumar. Prakhar Raj Singh. Devangi Mishra. Afzal Khan. Kevin Kitusa. Saad Ahmed. Pushkar Nanwani. Nazeeb Khan, Vidhi Singh, Tehmeed Ishrat, Dr. Jaya Pandey, if you are with us, and sorry, Kevin.
Kevin, yes,
Okay.
I am here.
Wait, ma'am, she is, sorry, he is participant number 42, Kevin Kitrusa, that would be mentioned in your list of marking. So Kevin Kitrusa would be presenting on topic modeling hybrid hydrogels for sustainable agriculture. Please present.
Thank you. Every minute, the world loses 1.3 million liters of water due to inefficiencies in agriculture. According to FAO, which is Food Agriculture Organization, agriculture accounts for around 70% of global freshwater use. Yet, much of this water is wasted due to inefficient irrigation and water management practices. In arid and semi-arid regions, this water scarcity isn't just a statistic value, it's a daily struggle for millions of farmers. So while climate change worsening every situation every year, traditional irrigation methods are no longer enough. We need innovative, sustainable solutions that will not only preserve our water resources, but also ensure that our crops can thrive despite their growing water crisis. This is where our groundbreaking research into eco-friendly hydrogels comes in. Imagine standing somewhere in the middle of a field where the sun beats you relentlessly. The soil cracks from lack of water. For many farmers in arid and semi-arid regions, this is an everyday reality. The lack of water is one of the biggest challenges to agriculture in these areas, and it's one that's growing more urgent with climate change. But what if there was a way to help the soil hold on to water, even in the driest conditions? What if we could turn the waste materials into resource that could not only help environment, but also boost agricultural productivity? That's where this research comes in. I've developed a new hydrogel, and it's not a synthetic one. It's made from organic waste materials, specifically from coffee husks, and it is designed to be both environmental friendly and also effective. It is not expensive and it is biodegradable, meaning that it is helping us to solve one of our challenges that we experience every day, which is global warming. But it also ties into the theme of this conference, which is accelerating equity in science. Equity in science isn't just about access to knowledge. It is about also ensuring that innovations reach the communities who need them the most. In many parts of the world, particularly in the regions like Sub-Saharan Africa, access to effective agricultural solutions is limited. Our research on hydrogels offer a solution that's not only sustainable, but also cost effective, and will also make it accessible for farmers with low resource settings. By using locally sourced materials, which are waste materials that are recycled, we are facing these challenges head on without depending on other technologies. And this project can be taken beyond the lab to farmers. And by accelerating equity in science, we can ensure that these innovations are accessible to farmers and they are affordable and impactful. So the main thing here is that we are providing a solution that will make science to be equitable to everyone by innovating hybrid hydrogels through modeling using machine learning to ensure that they are effective. I'm excited to share these findings with you, and I look forward to discussing how this sustainable innovation could reshape water management in agriculture, especially in arid and semi-arid regions. Thank you. I'm Kevin Zioki, MSc student under the supervision of Dr. E.M. Kiari. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was a nice presentation. Our next participant is Saad Ahmed, Pushkar Nanwani, Kushal Singh Kushwaha, Nazif Khan, Vidhi Singh, Tehmeed Ishrat, Reenu Mishra, Farheen Khurshid, Himanshu Yadav, Preeti Sharma, Shumaila Kadri, Bhumika Sharma, P. Ganesh, Shail Gupta, Muskan Sharma, Yusuf, Pragati Upadhyay, Gaurav Pandey, Ramesh Babu, Abhishek Kumar. So by my side, list is completed. If somebody is left who has to present, you can please unmute yourself and start your presentation. Okay, so the oral presentation session has been over, and I thank every one of you for such insightful discussions. We all are waiting for results. Ma'am, if the results would be declared or after some time, like once the session is over?
Yeah, we are preparing the results. In the meantime, if anyone wants to speak anything, they are most welcome.
Ms. Sudakshina,
Yes, ma'am.
as per my understanding, all the participants have given their presentations.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So, would you be announcing the results right now, or will it be announced later?
Ma'am, you may please announce the results right now. It would, I think all the participants are waiting for it eagerly.
Okay, so you would like me to announce the entire series of results, or will it be just the, like, as you say, first, second, third, or whatever?
Ma'am, I think it's better that you summarize the whole results and everything. It would
All
be nice.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So if you would like me to summarize the entire presentation, of course, it's wonderful to hear the young minds, their viewpoints about the, about the concept of equity and equality in science, and about what they perceive from this particular entire understanding of the content of the topic, and how in a scientific community, the young minds think and what their opinion of or their understanding of women in science, and giving an equal opportunity to the entire community as per their opinion has been placed wonderfully. And what I would like to say is that you all who came up and made your presentations lively, presentations insightful, are winners. So, penning them down as 1, 2, 3 becomes a challenge for anyone who's judging the entire event. As per my opinion. So for all who make an effort for all who come up with their fruitful ideas, in fact, are to be applauded and appreciated. So big applause, big kudos to all of you. And yet, if I have to literally, with a very heavy heart, place the category 1 or 2 or 3 out of the many who presented their work, who presented their thoughts. For that, I think I like to put forward my view of how I felt that Miss Astha Kamboj, who spoke on supporting scientists from like developing countries or various countries, she had been a nicely vocal candidate, and would like to place her as the second runner-up, for this event. So congratulations, Ms. Astha Kamboj, for bagging the second runner-up position, and where the first runner-up is concerned, so there's a huge tie, and there were two who spoke equally well. It is in promoting equity in the young age, from young age, and another one, I presume, sustainable agriculture. Both of these young minds are the runners-up for this particular, to announce the winner for this insightful session. So it's Sumit Shukla, who's science should be accessible to all, irrespective of any kind of a disparity, whether it be the geographical disparity or it be visible to all. And wherever the accessibility has a little lack, one should pull it up and make it available to all. So with this, Sumit Shukla is a clear winner for this particular session of Global Women Breakfast. And congratulations. Yet, in my opinion, each one who spoke is a clear winner, is an absolute winner. So thank you so much for making it possible to put forward your views and to come up and participate wholeheartedly in this particular event. So over to you, Dr. Neha.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for the results. Now, I would like to request our organizing secretary, Dr. Sunita Singh ma'am, to please give her vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sudakshina. A very warm good afternoon to everyone who are present online here. On behalf of Department of Chemistry, Navya Kanya Mahavidyalaya, I extend my sincerest gratitude to all who made our Global Women Breakfast event a resounding success. This event focused on accelerating equity in science has been truly inspiring. The Department of Chemistry is committed to fostering a supportive and inclusive environment for women in STEM, and this event is testament to that commitment. A special thanks to our session chair, Professor Manisha ma'am, our anchor, Sudakshina, for whole management, and to the participants who enthusiastically participated in this event. And congratulations to all winners in this session. We are thankful to the Department of Chemistry also, who are involved in this event for last 1 week, and we have organized this thing in a very short time. And thank you so much for the overseas participants who have joined this event online mode. Special thanks to our principal, Professor Manjula Upadhyay ma'am, whose unwavering support and guidance is always needed to all of us. This event wouldn't have been possible without the hard work and support of our department as well as from principal ma'am. A special thanks to once again to Sudakshina. The entire department worked tirelessly to ensure the smooth execution of this event, and I'm incredibly proud of their dedication. Finally, I conclude this event with Caroline Bertozzi's words, "Science is a team sport." This quote perfectly encapsulates the spirit of our event and inspire us to continue working together in the field of STEM. Thank you for everyone who contributed, and we hope to see you in our future events. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Now we can end this session. And once again, I would like to conclude. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, all present here. Thanks to everyone. See you next year. Thank you.
Thank you and namaste to all.
Thank you,
Thank you, Manisha ma'am. You gave your invaluable time for us in spite of extremely busy schedule. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, Dakshina, you can end. We can end meeting now.
Yes.